Okay, so I've been going over all the data since I could in the meantime while I was at, just I took the break that I had from work, and I'm just looking over everything from the data mined perspective here. So simply put, this is just real quick. I'm actually kind of sneaking off to do this because why not? And there's some odd things. So we've already talked about follow-up ring and how it guarantees Arden an attack, a guaranteed follow-up attack at least, if he's over 50% HP. But the one thing I do need to touch upon is that this is something that seems to be happening with all of these units, is that all of them seem to have an ability that is non-inheritable. Follow-up ring from Arden. We also, of course, have Arvis right here, as you can see. And, of course, he has Recover Ring outside of course, Vol Flame being his weapon. And Recover Ring is basically renewal, but it's every turn instead of every other turn, you know, like Renewal 3. Which means, oh boy, and also non-inheritable. And then, of course, we also have, and since this one's smaller, I feel it's a bit better to highlight it, you know, outside of Ira having her own blade, she also has Regnal Astra, which is an ability that's based on your speed, from my understanding, and, you know, does 40% of the amount of speed the character has. So, yeah, that's also non-inheritable, just thought I'd point that out, which... yeah, means a lot of interesting things coming in the future. You know, people have been going, oh man, we really need units that just, I don't know. Maybe it's a weird precedent to be set, but, you know, there's a lot more units now that are getting, of course, that, you know, non-inheritable skill that, you know, the Choose Your Legends used to have, which is strange and weird and crazy. But also, I guess, just something that's happening now, which is so odd, but... and people said power creep doesn't exist. Well, at least I think you can take Ira's blade and give it to someone else. I don't know, I think that has an interesting effect, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked at I haven't looked at the weapons yet, honestly, when it came to data, but I was just noticing this trend, and it was starting to scare me a little bit, so... yeah, it's, very odd. Anyways, I'm going to go back to work now, and yeah, I figured I would just say, wow, this is some crazy stuff, guys. I just looked at Arden before I headed off, and man, oh, that's gonna take a bit.